God gave you favor January this year. An uncle just blessed you and gave you 1 million. What did you do? You forgot God, you forgot your future, you forgot everything, and you just said, look, I've suffered. Let me do justice to myself. Now, don't feel bad. I'm not condemning you. Can I tell you this? Please, you must obtain grace from God tonight to be disciplined enough to fight and reject the temptation. Anybody who advises you, whether as friends and an association, oh, it's my birthday, I have to spend it the way. Who said that? Why don't you take the time now and let your seed prepare a befitting birthday for you? Are we together? There are people you see, I don't mean to insult you, but there are people who all they have in their account, home and abroad, is 500,000. Yet you will see them in a hotel where billionaires are. The billionaires have assets that pay for their liabilities. So they can spend 100,000 in a moment. Somebody who owns an airline can be there having a business discussion. They can spend 1 million right there because there are people queuing up to return the money at the airport. They are not stupid people. And then you find someone in their midst who, are we together? God is speaking to us. The house of God is a place of wisdom. Can I tell you this? Listen, please look up. Have the courage to look at friends, look at everybody, to say, look, I like this idea, but I may not have the budget for this for now. I will note it, and when I am ready, they will look at you and, are you saying that NMPC job you are working in, don't fall our hand, don't do this? Can I tell you, summon the courage to let them know you have mental prosperity. Mental prosperity. There are people who would have been house owners in this city if only they knew how to eat bread and sow seeds. Is that true? I don't mean to insult you, and please forgive me if you think I do. But there are people who have spent 10 years, 20 years, 30 years in Abuja here. They don't have one land. As at the time, land was 500,000 in some places, 50,000. They watched it go from 1 million to 5 million to 10 million to 20 million. There are people today, as at the time they got their houses, the surrounding lands were less than maybe 1 million. They watch people come, and today the only thing they have is a little, maybe half plot, and they had the money. How about people who can borrow 10 million or 20 million or 40 million to buy a Jeep and be paying it with salary, and then somebody now comes to hit that Jeep and they tell you the shock absorber alone will buy you keke napep? Are you seeing the mistakes that we're making? Please take seriously what I'm saying. We keep making very wrong decisions because we do not know that for everything God trusts you with, in that 10,000 there is bread and there is seed. If you don't respect the seed in the 10,000, 1 million will never come. Is someone learning? For some of us, by reason of this message, you will go and open an account like I teach the students and refuse to collect the ATM from the bank. Let that be the account where your seed. Apostle, what do I do with it? Just make sure it is there first. Don't worry about what to do with it. Many of us have had the privilege. Do you know there are people in this nation who have had the honor and the privilege of meeting others who said, look, my house is valued at 30 million, but I'm relocating to America. If you have 5 million, take. And they could not take an offer because all the seeds God said keep because of these days of favor, you ignored it and you were eating it. And now a house of 30 million that will be given to you 5 million, but because you ate both bread and seed. Can I tell you this? Don't regret the mistakes you made yesterday. Start now. Make up your mind and discipline yourself to start now. For everything God gives you, every financial resource God gives you, there is bread and there is seed. Are we together? Bread is for today, seed is for tomorrow.